600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the point after is good. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this.
Going for it all. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. score, already down 14-7. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the right. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
Now the pitch. Touchdown, Oregon! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level. And he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air. He's got it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up 4th down.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up 14 over Georgia. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
That's a 20. He's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Number 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, you're...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Quick completion to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Now on the move. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under fire. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continuing, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw it.
Touchdown Sooners! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's reeled in. It's Staley. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Oklahoma, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. You flush it, I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
15-yard line. Second down.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react.
Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
It again, and here comes the offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Sooners will have it first and 10. He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Designed run for the quarterback. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. It's a running room. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners want to move quickly. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They want to throw it. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy.
He'll take a shot. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Strong, firm tackle. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got room to work. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Fires to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Leaves it with the back. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves that they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all three phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Going to take a shot on second and short. Using the quick game. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Turning on the Jets. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense in an empty set. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just